Hi, this is Divya, Assistant Professor, Biomedical Engineering Department in SNS College of Technology. In this video, we are going to see about MRI coils. What are the MRI coils we have and how it is being used and how the coil processed, and we'll see in detail in these videos. In this slide you can see we have four kinds of MRI coils. We have many kinds of coils. We'll detail explain one by one. These are the four MRI coils. What is coil generally? Okay, a coil by definition is anything wounded in a joint sequence of a concentric rings. Okay, a coil by definition is anything wounded in a joint sequence of concentric rings. In other words, it is a loop length of wire. Okay, in other words, it is a loop length of wire. It becomes actively electromagnetic whenever you run an electric field through it. Which means the coil becomes actively electromagnetic. When it will happen? When we give an electrical field through it. Okay. A coil by definition is anything wounded in a joint sequence of a concentric ring is called coil. In other words, it is also known as a looping length of wire. Okay. It becomes actively electromagnetic whenever you run an electrical field through it. Okay. A coil helps the MRI systems captures high quality image of a part of a body and is essential when generating images. MRI coils helps in capturing high quality images of a part of the body which is to be scanned. Okay, and it is essential when generating images. Finally, we have to generate images. The generated image should be in a very clear and in an appropriate form. For that, the coil is used. Okay. Next, these are the connectors. In this we have shown the diagram there. We have the connectors, which is used to connect one part with another part. That is generally is called as connector, right? The right side diagram shows the MRI equipment, how it looks. Okay, the MRI scan system, how does it looks. Next is here are the types of MRI coils. What are the types of MRI coils? Is that gradient or superconductive coil, shim coil, and radio frequency coil. We have three types: gradient or superconductive coil, shim coil, or radio frequency coils. All these coils are shielded together. This radio frequency coil, shim coil, and gradient coil, these three coils are shielded together. Okay, in that shield there is a cryogen of liquid. Okay, cryogen of liquid helium that maintains a low temperature that secures superconductivity. Okay, once these three coils are shielded together, we'll have an electrical supply to it and we'll have a high temperature also. So to maintain these things, we'll be having a cryogen of a liquid helium. Helium will be coated to the coils, which is used to maintain low temperature. Okay, low temperature while the patient is allowed for scanning. Okay, underneath that shield is another radio frequency shielding with the radio frequency coil. Okay, underneath that shield is another that will also have another radio frequency shielding. Okay, with a radio frequency coil, that is also called as body coil. Okay, the patient gets inserted from the outside of the MRI scan and connected to the patient coil. Okay, we have 3 coils: gradient or superconductive coil, shim coil, and a radio frequency coil. All these 3 coils are shielded together. In that shield there is a cryogen, that is a liquid helium, liquid helium is coated, that is used to maintain the low temperature, maintain the coil in a low temperature. Okay, since it is maintained at the low temperature, the patients gets inserted from the outside of we have seen in this diagram, we have seen the MRI scan system, right? In this bed, from this bed the patient will be lying on the bed, and from outside the patient will be inserted inside and the scanning process will be done. This is the procedure for MRI, how the MRI coils are used and what are the coils are present. Okay, thank you.